toy spell, taking a look at the Black Myth Wukong Stone Monkey by Queen Studios Inart 1/12 line. And now we have the box open. He looks good. I think he's great. And oh my goodness, he comes with a lot. Let's go over that real quick. Stands, stand, stand. Jingu Bane that really barely fits on screen here. Ice effects, fire effects, hands. And this one has a peg in it so that you can peg this in. The hand's alternate head. He does have an open mouth where you can see his teeth. A closed mouth. Okay, let's get into posing this bad boy. You know, getting this little turntable out every time I want to get the poses done for the figure, slightly a hassle. So let me know, does this turntable really make a big difference for you guys? I think it looks cool, but is it that much better than just posing him up? Do you like seeing the full rotation? This fire effect fits his arm perfectly. Like, it was sculpted for it. It's amazing. The same goes for this ice effect. These were clearly sculpted to fit on the figure in a very precise way that leaves like no gaps. It looks so good on them. And since you get two of the effects each, there is a front facing one and a back facing one. One to go in the back of his forearm and one to go in the front of his forearm for each the ice and the fire effect. So that whichever way you pose them, part of the arm is not exposed. Kind of crazy he can hold his own arm. Like, his arm can cross his body like that. This definitely isn't the best looking pose with this staff, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of hard to pose him up with this because the staff is heavy and you need to figure out where the stand goes. This is basically the same pose, but without the stand this time, just dragging the staff along the ground, swinging it up. It really does show the weight of the staff, but like, it didn't have to be real weight. And this is how I feel after trying to pose him with the staff in different ways. I wanted something a little more raw, animalistic in this pose. So, I mean, he's a bulky, beastly demon in the game. Like, you don't want to mess with him. He's pure instinct. Okay, I didn't give up. I tried one more staff pose. This is pretty cool. I like this. I wasn't sure it was gonna work. Okay, one more with the staff. I am using both stands to hold him up here, but this is epic. His biggest limitation is this. It is incredibly heavy, so it's gonna be a bit difficult to pose him with this, finding the right poses, and using the stand to hold it up because it is heavy. Don't try to twist this or rotate it. I don't think it will, and I think you have a good chance of breaking that tail connection. Honestly, I'm a little worried, concerned about its longevity. What's the difference between these two hands? Are these the same hand? Like, is one slightly more open than the other? I don't know. The positives are everything else. I mean, come on. These fit in the arm like perfectly. The little slots fitting around the arm fur, they're sculpted exactly to fit around arm fur. They're magic fit. Their connection is so perfect. He can get incredibly low, and then you can pair that with his head going down, and that's just wild to me. And then if you move his hairpiece, even at that low, you can have him almost look forward. That is just insane. Like, this is with his arms straight. That is crazy. The wash on this is incredible. The paint on everything, look at that. That is incredible. The glossy eyes. Anyway, let's get on to comparisons. Here he is compared to a Marvel Legends. That's a pretty good height comparison. This is promising. I like this comparison. DC McFarlane Batman, they are just about the same height, you know, minus the Stone Monkey's hair here. We've got some Star Wars Black Series here. This is pretty nice as well. He's a big monster. He could definitely be found on a planet that Boba Fett is getting a bounty for, or the Republic Commandos have to go and eliminate all adversaries, all resistance. I need to do more Republic Commando shots. I missed this guy. I haven't played around with him in a while. I do need more battle droids for him to face off against. If you have battle droids and you want to get rid of them, let me know. SH figure arts usually get pretty small, so there he is. Here's Shinobi. You can also compare this to whatever the dwarf from Gauntlet would look like, but those are the Sega Genesis by Jazzwares. You know, just in case you were curious what he looks like against a NECA Godzilla. That's what he looks like against a NECA Godzilla. You know, just in case you wanted to know. Mythic Legion's Goblin. You've got the Mythic Legion's Beowulf guy. He scales pretty well for monsters in that line. Which of course has to bring me to the Figura Obscura Wukong. Wukong is definitely smaller. That is your scale there, your difference. Moving back so you can see a little better. And that ultimately has to bring me to the other Inart offering, the Destined One. I am very happy to see that the Destined One is indeed shorter than the Stone Monkey, and by a decent amount too. This is accurate, and I love it. And this is gonna make for some great shots for sure. I absolutely love this scaling here. Then we get Jubaji, and here we are. These are the 3 Inart offerings as of right now for Black Myth Wukong, Jubaji, the Destined One, Stone Monkey. They look great. Look at that. That is beautiful. It's like a family photo or just an in-game look at these 3 characters. I was also curious to know how he stacked up against the Joyman toy Wukong, so there's that. He's great. Like, if you played Black Myth Wukong and you wanted a Stone Monkey, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't get this figure. Like, he is just so cool looking. I think this figure is so cool. So that's my review. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay safe and have fun.